All right, all right, all right. World Cup 2026, Prizm Hobby Case, Group Break 505. You guys are not ready for this. I think maybe we're more than ready for this. We've been waiting for this for a while. Oh, man, I knew I forgot something. Forgot, we need to...
Well, actually, we have a bunch of
I was going to say we need to reload on top loaders, but I think we're fine for the purpose of this break. We should be good. All right, let me just do that. We got a bunch of sleeves here. All right, let's. What else do we want to do here? All right, we're gonna have to post this. I don't think anyone else knows we are currently live. All right, let's do it. All right, there it is. People should be hopping in here any second now. All right, what else did we want to do here? I think we are good to go. All right. Happy Saturday, everyone. We're gonna cross-post this maybe one more time on the social media. Let's see. Nope, that's not what we want to get. All right, thank you all for the fill, especially for the fact that we don't have a filler, which usually happens with new products, but you never know, especially for the single rookie high value spots. Usually tougher sell than usual. This time around we had you're ready to rumble. Yeah, for some reason I can't find post. All right, we're gonna have to do this. Let's see. We are live. Alright, how many breakers does it take to do this? Alright, here we go. We're also going to be running personals after the group break. I think we have a few queued at the moment. And we have a second case ready to rumble. If that one fills, we will break it right after this one. We'll do back-to-back, no problem at all. Spots available on our website, breakfastcards.com. All right, let's see who has joined the stream. I actually can't see it for some reason. We have Look at Tacos. Yeah, it's rare that we do streams this early, but honestly, I prefer to do streams at this time of day than later at night. But a lot of people are pretty active at night. We have a lot of night owls in this hobby. All right. I really hope there's not much lag here. We have Eddie as well. All right, guys, let me just put something up on the screen here real quick for you. Let me remove this. Again, thank you all for the fill. We made great time for this. If you want to join the second case, we have, I think, less than 15 spots left or something. Let's go to the website, breakfastcards.com. If you go to group breaks, you can also just go straight from the main page. Click on this one. There are a few spots left, just very, very few spots left. We are running 20% off discount to fill this as quickly as possible. So you'll see the final 20% off when you go to checkout, when you go to your cart. But in terms of personals, we are running some boxes right after the group breaks. We have the brand new Pitch Kings. We have an extremely limited amount of World Cup Prizm hobby boxes at 777. There's less. There were 7. We started with 7 total, and I think we only have like 4 or 5 left. So feel free to snatch some of those if you'd like. But let's get back to the break, and let's put this on the screen one more time. What's going on, Stig? Welcome to the stream. I really hope this case is roided to the max, because we are overdue for a nuke. And I'm talking like a nuke, a real true nuke. All right. Let's see if I can show you as much as I can from this case. It's a pretty big case, guys. It's usually the case, no pun intended, with Canadian Prizm hobby boxes. Ooh, look at that. It smells like the World Cup. Challenge getting these boxes out. I'm not flipping the case. Probably should, maybe. Gonna have our classic alcove thing here going on. If only I had Spider-Man grip for when I needed to get these boxes out. Classic thunk. And let's do this. Last time we ripped Prizm Hobby was FIFA Prizm, not too long ago. We got a lot of bangers from those cases. Alright, I think we are ready to rumble. Why is that one flipped? Hopefully there's something crazy in that one. All right, let's get this out onto a tray. Nice. Okay, let's first get started with this box right here. Shout out to Steve. If you know, you know. All right, guys. Good luck, everyone. Let's see who else joined chat. We have Mosul. We have Cedo. Everyone here is looking for a nuke. Let's get one, at least for someone, if not 2. That would be pretty crazy. Peeps Wax says, how are you finding the quality control on these? Downward set seems to be riddled with poor cuts. From the 2 boxes that I ripped for the reviews, the quality seems like it's much higher than usual. Penny McCarthy. We have Christopher DeMann. No hiss. Well, we haven't found out yet. It's definitely not going to be a hiss in these, but all right. We got support in the form of lurking as well. Good morning. Good morning, Atlanta. All right, box number 1. We're going to do this warm-up style. We're going to do pack by pack, because it is first rip of the day. And then we're going to switch to break style right after this first one. So let's see. Wow, Christian Pulisic, card number 1. Maybe that's a sign. There's Mark Cucurella, our first parallel. We have Mo Salah, silver. Again, for those of you just hopping in on the stream, we do have another case of this. There's only, I think, 20 or under spots left. 20 or fewer spots left, and then we can break it right after this. It is 20% off at the moment, so we can fill it as soon as we can, and then rip it today as well. So check it out on our website. You will see the 20% off when you put it in your cart and go to checkout. And here's our first numbered card, Nikola Vasily. All right, I was going to say Vlasic. I'm so used to seeing that that name. All right, Old Glory. And we are going to be running personals after the group breaks as well. We already have a few people who grabbed some personals, put in some requests. So we should be ripping those after. Look at that. Scott McTominay out of 61 for Scotland. 1961 Panini parallel. Panini logo. We have Screamers. And some more base. Should see 3 more numbered cards, and then the auto I think is going to be at the very end of the box. There's Rodrigo De Paul, Phenomenon, Gabriel Martinelli. There's Leonard Carl. I think we're getting in requests here for the stream. It's going to be a nice, early, fun stream for today. It looks like we have Maple Leaf, Mohamed Al Shinawi out of 86. There's Voltamada. And Jesus Rodriguez. A bunker buster is an acceptable alternative according to Gallowgate for a nuke replacement. All right, man, so many rookies that should not be rookies in this set. Sensing a dual color blast in this case, I hope so. I actually prefer the single color blast compared to the dual, purely because it kind of looks a little cleaner. There's Malik Tillman, Pandora. Let's see what else. Curacao nuke. Oh, Benny McCarthy. Speaking of Benny McCarthy, the pack was not at the end. From what we've seen so far, the pack is always, with the auto, has always been at the end. And these throwback 2012 throwback Prizm autos look absolutely clean. This is probably one of my favorite designs in the set. And that is a clean auto. Look at that. That's an auto. That is a proper auto. All right, for those of you just hopping in on the stream, we do have, actually I'll top load this later, save time. We do have a second case we're trying to fill, 20% off, so that we can rip it right after this. We're trying to fill that one ASAP on our website, breakfastcards.com. Here is Diego Armando Maradona, Hyper Prizm. And we also are going to be running personals after the group breaks as well. We have Pitch Kings, we have Women's Chrome, we also have Prizm World Cup hobby boxes as well. Extremely limited supply at a nice 777 price for you guys. Some people might, I guess it's not nice relatively speaking. It's not excellent. We will call it nice. We'll call it nice because the number combination. But we won't call it stellar. We won't call it ideal. But probably cheapest. You'll find it out there right now. All right. Bayraktarovic. What a name. What a name. What do you guys think is going to win? Team USA or Bosnia? I think that game's going to be pretty tough, actually. I think the US can for sure win it, but I don't think, if they do, I think Bosnia is not going to go down easy. All right, Jamal Musiala, look at that. Never thought I'd see a purple on purple color match for Germany of all teams. Out of 299, Jamal Musiala. So we should be getting one more. No, actually we got it right here. Got our orange Pandora. This nice Diego Maradona. Unnumbered. Unnumbered highlight pile. Zed Hakimi, and that is box number 1. All right, we're gonna shift gears here. Seed, I definitely understood what you were saying. No need to clarify. I don't think anyone thinks you meant that at all. How much was a spot? Spot prices are different for every single team or player. So it really depends. Like spots like Argentina or Messi are going to be more expensive than, you know, Curacao or Qatar, for example. All the prices are on our website. You can go check them out. Oh man. Bringing back the nostalgia with this product. Ripping cases 2022 Prizm was such a surreal experience. Now we get to do it again 4 years later. Absolutely amazing. All right, guys, let's get to 100 viewers minimum. This stream, I think we can do it. We've done it before. We can do it again. All right. Let's see what we got here. Look at that. Leo Messi Scores Club Silver. I wonder what the demand for these are right now. There's Gilberto Mora. Gotta make sure I'm not missing anything here. Gotta get used to all these cards. Juninho Bacuna, 86. Maple Leaf. There's Saeed El Mala. What is that, a redemption? It seems like there's at least one redemption per case. Maybe they weren't able to get a lot of players' autos before the World Cup. There's Petar Sucic. Oh man, I thought that was black for a second. What is that? Alter Ego? Norway? Is that going to be Erling Haaland? Is it going to be Erling Haaland right off the bat? We know that's him. All right, 3, 2, 1. Oh, that didn't slide off easy. Alter Ego. Erling Haaland. Case hit. It looks like it reminds me of Godzilla. I think that's what they were going for with this. There we go. Erling Haaland going to whoever grabbed the Norway Haaland spot. Going to Mark, which I believe is still in the chat with us here. All right. Let's see what else we got in this box. Only seen the redemption, which is currently marinating. So hopefully it's a Messi, guys. Well, actually, if we see a Messi, we want to actually see it on the card. We don't want it to be a redemption, but you never know. They may not have had enough stickers. Sometimes they'll have both redemptions and the auto of the player, which I think is the case with Messi. Oh, looks like, ooh, man, I love that insert. It's going to be True Gold Screamers. True Gold Screamers here. It can't be, I don't think it can be a bad player because the Screamers checklist should be players who are really, really good. who theoretically, would score screamers, which would make sense. Oh, that's what Hakimi base looks like? Sorry, I thought it looked like something else. Alright, box number 2 feels like it's been 3 boxes already. And Diego Maradona. Blue Prizm. Out of 40. I'm so not used to Blue Prizm being numbered that low, but we will take it. We got a silver and a blue so far. Hassan says, are you live on Whatnot? No, but Manny will be live tomorrow. We're actually dropping spots on Whatnot later today. So stay tuned for when those drop. We will announce it in our Discord. Sion Diamante, no, recognize that one. It's Lamine Yamal. And we have 1961 Panini logo Nuno Mendes out of 61. There's Shemstein Talby. Maybe the product release day delay was because of the autos. They finally, yeah, I think that's actually a very, very realistic conclusion to what happened. It's almost always the autos. And well, the other thing is that like the final teams weren't really decided until very, very recently, right? So there's that element too. You have Ibrahim Maza out of 215. All right, guys, time to see this true gold. And we have a redemption as well. That is Old Glory. Let's move this actually over here. I guess the screamers would, the whole thing would be black if it was black 1 of 1. Usually inserts like there's some like unique border. But who has that hair? Is that a throwback? Is that a legend? Who is that? Kareem Adeyemi for Germany. Others, I believe. Screamers, 3 out of 10. Man, these look absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. That is nice. Pretty sure we didn't split out Adeyemi this time. We did in the 2022 World Cup. Going to Gersty. I think this was one of the last to go, I'm pretty sure. If it sits, it hits. Alright, let's see what this redemption is. Which way is it? Alright. Are you guys? Throwback signatures. 44. Sem Stain? Who is this guy? I'm sure he's a legend to someone. I've never seen this name in my life. Any clues? Please let us know in chat down below. Well, that's not the case at Auto. I can tell you that. How many different 1 of 1s are there in this product? I want to say there's at least 5. There's also a brand, like 2 brand new 1 of 1s that we've never heard of before. Celestial and Preferred. I don't know what that's about. I think Preferred maybe is like, I don't know, specific retailer or an additional format. So we have Black, we have Black Shimmer, Nebula, Preferred, Celestial, and I think that's it. 7 1 of 1s. What did I miss? Did I miss 2, I think, maybe? Don't challenge Panini like that. Heard you. They. He said. Well, we have way too many 1-of-1s, to be fair. Panini, you're not being challenged. Wicked Tacos hit us with the stained glass for Netherlands, so that's Stein, Sem Stein. Guys, we have another case we're trying to fill. It's on the website. I think we're so close to filling. It is 20% off, just so we can fill quickly and break after this case. There is less than 20 spots left, so that's, I think, 80% filled for case number 2. And I'm pretty sure we can fill it by the time this case is filled. So feel free to grab any spots. And then we also have personals as well we're running after this. Feel free to put in a request for those as well. All right, we have Vitor Roque. I didn't know they included him in this set. Silver. '61. Liberato. How do you even say that last name? Cachase? It's probably a billion combinations. Ooh, Cracked Ice, the classic. They brought it back out of 23 from 2020 to 21. Prizm EPL, Enzo Fernandez. Silver and Screamers here. These look nice. I just wish they didn't make the plain ones not numbered. When you make like so many different sets with like the same parallel having so many different like numberings, it really changes the meaning of the rarity of that card. You gotta stay consistent. Still warming up, guys. We got a gold, we got an alter ego. What else are we gonna get? Plays for Wrexham. Look at that. He'll be in the Premier League in a few seasons, maybe. If he's still with them. John Stones, honorary Peaky Blinder. 19 out of 50. Really like seeing red and blue numbered that low. Damian Downs. Caicedo, 215. Vuskovic. All right, where's the auto in this one? Abospek Faizulaev, 299, purple hyper. All right, this is going to be a regular insert. Edges are always going to throw us off. Rafael, look at this clean design. I don't think I've seen these autos before. Out of 75, going to the Leao trio spot. Love to see it. There's Anthony Gordon. One more numbered card, I think. 2 silvers in a row. Oh, we got a manga! Who's it gonna be? Who is it gonna be? The manga has like extra more shine than usual, actually. I'm digging it. All right, guys, manga incoming. Good luck. Box number 3. First quarter will be complete after this. And, oh, we did get an auto. Did I say we were missing an auto? We actually got an auto. Raphael. Alrighty. Buckle up, guys. Who's it gonna be? Who's that? Who could that be? Who has blonde hair? Several players. It is Fernando Torres. Bang, a manga. Look at that beauty. Going to the Fernando Torres spot. Going to Ivan D. That is gorgeous. And BBK really hit a home run with these. So did Panini for signing him. That is beautiful. Can't say I've seen this one before. All right, let's move Benny McCarthy. Short-lived while he could. Maybe we won't move the base pile just yet. It is actually starting to topple over. Maybe after this box. This box right now that we're opening up the packs is box number 4. Is this my favorite product of the year? I don't know. I'll say it's probably the biggest product of the year. I don't know if it's my favorite. It's definitely up there. Manga is case hit. Color Blast is usually multi. Oh, we got a snake skin. Or a rattlesnake. You guys know what that means, right? There has been a theory floating around that when you see rattlesnake, you're going to see the case hit auto with it. Please, please let it be a rocket to the moon. I just really wish the autos were flipped so we would be prepared instead of just revealing it. That's got to be the auto, right? What is that? Did we just get a quad? I think we got a quad. Is it quad red? Are we ready for this, guys? What is that? Can we guess who that is? One of the players. Oh, I think it's Harry Kane. Bang! Gary Lineker, Alan Shearer, Wayne Rooney, and Harry Kane. A quad autograph. Look at that beauty. 13 out of 49. Wow, wow, wow. That is beautiful. Look at that. Quad autos are not as common as most people think. All right, we're gonna have to move this guy. Put him center stage, actually. Wonder what else is in this case. All right, just 2 base cards here. Let's move that out of the way. This is a Rashford Silver. Eloy Room out of 299. Diego Luna. Balagoon. All right, we're definitely. I feel something really big in the other boxes. We still have more than half a case left. Here's Declan Rice, another one that was sitting for the majority of the time. All right. Yeah, I agree. They should definitely number the quad autos a little less than that. All right, Burkhart, Lamine Yamal. Lamine Yamal, or you mean Lamal? Nice orange on orange. This is going to be the chase for the Netherlands spots out of 215. And we have, it looks like Screamers True Green. It's not the same guy. I wonder who it's going to be. Green out of 5, Screamers incoming. Who's that? Bernardo Silva. 2 out of 5, Screamers Green Prizm. This insert is truly next level. So black is basically going to be like Flood. Black Flood 1 of 1. That would be really crazy to see in this case. Wow, 2 Screamers, SSPs. We have a full house in the back right now. Let's do this. Wow, Harry Kane, Wayne Rooney, Alan Shearer, Gary Lineker. All right, maybe we need to move this a little bit more. Didn't think we'd need that much room. All right, there we go. Rattlesnakes are case hit, yes. They are indeed 1 per case usually. John McGinn. This was a base card as well. Ruben Dias. Out of 299. Purple Hyper. Joao Neves. And we have another purple. Guess kind of balances things out with the green. Mohamed Toure. I definitely have to move the base cards because they're going to fall over all over the place here. Oh, that's not good. It's about to happen. All right, first third of the case complete. We are now at 101 live viewers. Thank you all for joining. We have a second case ready to be broken right after this. Feel free to grab some spots on the website. 20% off just to fill it very, very quickly. And yeah, we're going to be running personals right after. Pretty sure we can see these 2 cases today. Move this base. For someone. It's an OSHA violation. All right. What do we got in the final 2/3? I say final, but it's the majority of the case left. So Yeah, it's a very, very sick quad indeed. It's like epitome of England. One of the epitomes of England. Yeah, what's crazy is that resale boxes, especially blasters, they used to be 20 bucks. At least when I started in the hobby, you can get a blaster for $19.99. That was like true value. Best pull so far, I want to say probably that quad auto. Has to be the quad auto. So far, keyword here. We're hoping to see a 1 of 1. According to my math, 1 of 1s are going to be 1 in every 10 cases. So hopefully this is one of those. Yeah, the quad auto is numbered to 49. There's Waltamata. Nice older rookie, $2.99. Wow, Global Graphs. Carlos Tevez. Blue Prizm. Got a half of the earth at the bottom. What is that? Out of 25. I was like, is that out of 90? Out of 25, Carlos Tevez. I'm pretty sure that was a spot on its own. Grouped with a few other players. Going to Kevin and Theo. What do you know? On the board. Carl 1 of 1 would be absolutely insane. Let's do it. With, I think he's wearing the away kit, but still with Germany colors, that would be incredible. All right, we have Ecuador badge. They might have made these case hits, actually. I don't know. These aren't really that common, right? I mean, we'll wait to see whole case this time, but they may have made these case hits with like no base, because last World Cup they made like way too many of them, I think. We shall see. Antonio Silva, Alcubarci silver. Out of 299, another purple hyper. There's Molina, Global Reach, Kusanov, silver. Incapie. And do we have Aguila for Qatar? Edmilson Jr. This guy's from Qatar? Out of 70. There's Leonard Carl. There's also Leonard Carl base. Budawi. And we have Maple Leaf incoming. Nice red on red here. Zizo. I think this guy scored the other day. And what's left in this one? There's Maradona base. 3 purple hypers in the same box. That's ridiculous. the auto maybe made up for it. If you're ripping this on your own. Noah Siddiqui. El Shearer and Beckenbauer. We've seen that pattern before. Both those guys in the same box. I think badges were like, I don't know, 1 or 2 per box last year. You get a lot of them with base. We've only seen 1 so far. I mean, it makes sense to switch it back to case hit. Add some sort of rarity to it. I wish I knew that before we reviewed the product. That's what happens when we were talking about earlier. If you change rarities of a certain insert or parallel throughout the years, it will lose its sense of identity on the market. Either way, most people are going to be chasing the 1-of-1s and the golds and all the parallels for the logos anyway. After this, we'll be halfway done. Haven't seen our landmarks yet. What else have we not seen? Manga, landmarks, posters, World Cup posters. I feel like there's one more. All right, what do we got? And box number 6. Watanabe, 299. Orange Pandora, 215. All right. What is that? Color Blast? We finally did it, guys? Is that Color Blast? Or is it a redemption? Or what is that? Is it just a miscut? What? I thought there was a card behind this. We were being trolled the whole time. I was like, what? Yeah, look at that. Very disappointing. Bamboozled, but I appreciate the comment. Thank you for... Yeah, we all got bamboozled, ladies and gents. Azazuli, Morocco, out of 94. Yeah, this is another one. That's a very strange miscut. Can we get a Vozinha 101? Ooh, we got True Gold Base. True Gold Base. True Gold Base. Let's let it chill for a little bit. Couldn't really tell what team it was. There's Vasily again, out of 215. Sunny Hyper. eBay miscut 1-of-1 plus 40% rarity value. And there's our auto. Rodrigo Escas. Yeah, really liking the auto designs this year. Even the base looks nice. A lot of times the base design won't really have that much like oomph to it, but I think they fixed a lot of issues this year. I knew I recognized that guy. David Raya once again. Riyad Mahrez. Throwback. There's Pelé. Ryan Christie. Schlotterbeck. All right. Let's see what this True Gold is going to be. Good luck, everyone. So we only got one blue so far, and it was Maradona. Where did the purples go? All right, everyone. Good luck. True Gold Prizm. Is that, wait, that's the yellow team. Who could it be? Richard Rios for Colombia. 3 out of 10. Look at that. I'm pretty sure he had his own spot. Actually, he is probably in others. Going to Boyle. Congrats on the True Gold. Two True Golds in this case. What are we going to swap this one out with? Let's do Declan Rice. Rattlesnake. I'm sure he would understand. All right, halfway done with the case, ladies and gents. Second half. We have a lot to expect. Mojo Landmarks, why stop there? Let's just go all the way to the 1-of-1. 1-of-1 Landmarks. Could be the first one. What's going on? Hasif, welcome to the live stream. I feel like I'm seeing some crazy stuff here, but I can't really tell. I feel like my eyes playing tricks on me. Quad auto for England with red. Goes really well with the team colors. Dang, that thing is gorgeous. All right, box number 7. Ladies and gentlemen, we got Dennis Rodman here. Harry Kane, Orange Pandora out of 215. Leonard Carl, Silver Prizm. People are going to look back at Silver Prizms and they're going to be like, I wish I kept or held on to a lot of mine. All right, let's put this guy over here. Pavel Schultz. Possible to get 2 or more autographs from a box. It is possible, but it is extremely, extremely rare. I would say maybe like 1 box, 1 or 2 boxes in the whole print run, probably. Mr. Julian, I'm pretty sure everyone is wondering about that question. We'll figure it out after the stream. We usually try to split the spots so that that exact scenario doesn't happen. But yeah, unfortunately, the checklist was very complicated this year. What is this? Oh, global graphs. I was like, why is Scotland horizontal? At a 49, Shea Adams. Silver there. Oh, look at that! A Luka Modric and a Perisic Color Blast duel. Bang! For Croatia. A Modric. I mean, this has got to be a split spot, right? There we go. Baturina, Croatia, others, and Modric. How did I not see this? Should have just added Perisic to that spot. Look at that. I mean, these can't be that common. There's no way they made these that common. I've been seeing a lot of these posted online. I'm like, are people really pulling those left and right? I don't think so. Beauty. Yeah, we definitely try to split every single spot in a way so that we don't have to worry about randomization, but we'll see. It's usually randomized by the owners or the split the sale value, if that makes sense. There's Atia. Rail and Bolo. Ultimata. Make sure this pile doesn't go anywhere else. All right. We are past 100 viewers for the second time this stream. Welcome all to the stream. We're trying to fill the second case so we can break it after this. 20% off on our website. It's a nice Çalhanoğlu. I think there's less than 10 spots left in that second case. So feel free to grab any spots you might be interested in. We're also going to be running personals after the group breaks. Looking forward to it for sure. All right, we have another Maple Leaf here. Nick Voltamata out of 86. All right. Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought I saw some of the highlights from earlier. Pac-Man got a Color Blast duel, the same one we got. All right, we'll have to relocate base after this, I think. Wall's looking mighty fine. We are still overdue for a nuke, guys. So check DM after. All right, we'll probably do it after the group break. going on, Mr. POTUS? Thoughts on Pitch King's hobby boxes? Honestly, I haven't even ripped one of those yet. I briefly looked at the checklist. It's got a lot of good names. It is only La Liga. I wish it was FIFA, but overall, it looks pretty decent. Again, I haven't done the full analysis of it. I don't even know the exact print run for that set. But we are running personals after this. We do have a few of those available. We were trying to run a full case on Whatnot yesterday. That did not work out at all. I think people just had no idea what's in the product. We were running a random teams break because of all the other World Cup breaks, but I think we're just going to have to come back to that one. No big Messi or Yamal. Not yet. The biggest big boy, I guess, would be Holland Alter Ego. All right, I really need them to flip the autos. Suspense factor is completely gone. Global Graphs, Malik Tillman. Luciano Rodriguez out of 86, Maple Leaf. Oh, there it is. We have a World Cup. Wait, this way around? It looked upside down when we first pulled it. World Cup, June 11th, July 19th. Posters, Vancouver. Is that a Canuck? Whatever it's called? Is it even a real animal? Is it a mythical creature? Canadians in the live stream, let me know. Give us a nice Canadian lesson. Screamers, Kimmich Silver. Davinson Sanchez, Waltamata. Guys, I think we're actually super close to filling the second break, so we're definitely going to break it after this. I'm telling you guys right now, we're definitely breaking the second case after this. I just have to go prepare some spot info for the screen and everything once we're done, and then we'll do personals after that. Here is Sander Berge out of 215 as well. Ryan Sherkey. Saliba is what his card looks like. I haven't seen that one before. All right. What else do we have left in this one? Another orange. Tim Weah out of 215. And Bradley Barcola out of 61. 11 out of 61. Don't think we've seen a Messi base yet. Seen a CR7 base, seen Holland base. I don't think we've seen a Mbappe base. Seen Maradona base, Pele base. Yeah, let me bring that up to the screen for those of you just joining. It's probably one of the best quads I've seen in the hobby. Like, that combo is just like very hard to beat. I guess if Gary Lineker was replaced by David Beckham, that would be like absolute grail. But of course, I think David Beckham signed exclusive with Topps now, so he cannot sign. He was exclusive for Panini. I don't know, like his contract might have expired. Maybe Fanatics just paid him way too much money. Who knows? Okay. Oh man, we got more base. I didn't see that. All right. These over here. Final third of the case. The big lots is Go Bills. Yeah, I think the posters are doing well on the market because they just didn't exist in the last World Cup release. And I think they were part of all the other World Cup releases. I don't know what goes on in their decision making sometimes. Any Manzambi? I think we got a Manzambi base. Maybe a silver. Imagine we see a color wheel in this one too. That would be nuts. I feel like we are missing one case hit, which is Landmarks, but I don't know if Color Blast replaces Landmarks. Dorothy Mokyo for Belgium. Got the South Korean connection. Is that another redemption, guys? It's another redemption. It is another redemption. And a Maple Leaf Surlot out of 86. That looks great with Norway colors. I knew I recognized that guy, Vozinha. Crazy, crazy value on the market right now. And I think that's our national landmarks right there, guys. National landmarks. Case hit. Good luck. Oh, we know who that is. Well, we don't know who that is. Who is that? I thought it was going to be R9. Who is this? Oh, Diego Maradona! Let's go. Diego Armando Maradona. National landmarks. Bang! There we go. I think we were just talking about how we need either this guy or Pele. Well, there it is. There's our national landmarks. Guys, I cannot wait to see what's in the second case. And then Manny is going to be running our third case on Whatnot tomorrow. Spots are going to drop later today. And then we may or may not run another case on YouTube as well. So that would drop on the website. So stay tuned for that. This is going to be glorious. And two silvers here. We have a Aguila coming up. Jalal Hassan. Jamarcus and Lamar, Lamarcus and Jamar. If you know, you know. And nice red on red Nico Williams. A Lamine Yamal would have been nice. 86 Maple Leaf. And we have a Luciano Valente. one of the dark horses of the rookie chases, in my opinion. There's Sheldrop, Cherokee, and one more numbered card, I think. Yeah, two more numbered cards. Rascaeta out of 215. And Tahit Chong out of 86. And we got a redemption. Let's see what it is, guys. Any more Merlin? We do have Merlin. We might run some Merlin on Whatnot. Maybe next week or the week after. We gotta wait until Sapphire cools down and World Cup cools down a little bit to run Merlin. But it's the timing of all these products is just ridiculous. All right, please be like a black 1 of 1 or something. Silver, Global Graphs. Card number 5. Luke de Fogueroles. My goodness, what a name. Luke de Fogueroles. Depending on what country he's from, you can pronounce that a million different ways. All right. Let's put that with the other ones over there. I'll have to label these redemptions real quick. Give me a second, guys. Let's do 2026 Prizm World Cup checklist. Let's see, Sem Stein. Someone mentioned it was Netherlands. And then oh, Luke is from Canada. All right, got that sorted. Congrats to the Canada spot. All right, guys, final quarter, Q4 of this case. I think we are almost filled, if not already filled for the second case, guys. Should have maybe less than 10 spots left. Who the... That's a nice one. I wasn't expecting that. Yeah, guys, I have a feeling right after this case, I'm going to have to go and prepare the team list for the second case, because I'm pretty sure we're filled or have a few spots left until we fill. So feel free to grab some spots from our website. 20% off of the World Cup case break, number 506. You'll see the 20% off after you put your item in the cart and see the price at checkout. And what a case this has been. We got green, we got 2 golds, Color Blast Duel, Manga, Landmarks Maradona, and a quad auto. Man, what else is left? All we need is a 1 of 1 now. All we need is a 1 of 1. There's Mittelstedt, 215. There's Dennis Rodman again. I have to bring him up every single time. It's not normal to see basketball players in a soccer set. There's Sonny Silver. And purple hyper. Oh, Gilberto Mora. Going to JLL. At a 299. There he is. The Tier 1 rookie himself. There we go. Gilberto Mora. Let's put him with the case that highlights over there. There's a Messi base. Would you look at that? Finally got one. Patrick Yazbek at a 299. Trincao. I keep thinking this is Phil Foden. Phil Foden is not in the World Cup. But he is in this set though. And we have Asprilla. I had a feeling we were going to get his auto in this case for whatever reason. Faustino Asprilla out of 75 silver. We have 2 autographs left in the case. There's Beckenbauer, Maradona. Prizm. And 215 Joao Neves, Phenomenon Messi insert. And it looks like Old Glory, blue on blue. Eldor Shomurodov out of 94. And we have Ali Jassim, Aces, Chris Richards. Tijani Reinders. All right, that is box number 10. We have box number 11 coming up here. I think we've only seen Pele base so far. All right. We're getting ever so close to filling the second case. If you sent me messages earlier, I'll check them after the break is done, after this break is done. Don't want to hold things up too long. So the Maradona spot isn't your main one, but it hit, and you're chasing Pele. Crazy how that works out like that. Well, your friend got to give you a buddy hug or something. We're not done yet. Will we be doing a retail version of these? We're going to review the retail version. May or may not do blaster breaks. I don't know yet, depending on if we can get them at a reasonable price. All right, guys, still waiting for a 1 of 1. Obviously not an easy pull. 1 in 10 cases you get a 1 of 1. So according to our math. Jefferson Lerma out of 23. I really, really wish last World Cup they didn't just make it a 1 per box parallel. It's throwing me off. There's Mohamed Hani. That's Shearer. Ayumu Seko. 299. There's Zizou. Oh, that's a big stack of bases about to fall over. All right, auto's gonna creep up on us here. I know it. That's an auto. red Prizm autograph. That's got to be a throwback. I mean, France. That's got to be Platini, right? Michel Platini. Look at that. For France out of 99. This design is incredible. Imagine having an entire set like this back in 2012. That's amazing. That's the next level. Wow. You got a lot of nice autos. Ben Seguir. Almiron, Mr. Red Card. Very unfortunate what happened to him. I think he just did it like subconsciously or like out of instinct, but still, it was like in a confrontational situation, which is when they can use that red card. If you're just talking to someone else like friendly or your teammates or whatever, you want to cover your mouth because of like media, I think they're fine with that. But if it's in a confrontational situation, they're like, no, no, no. That is not allowed. Agreed, if either of us hits a case hit that sells for over 1K, we cover the other's buy-in. That's a nice little thing you guys had going. All right. It's so weird getting true red like this rare out of 50. We were so used to seeing true reds being out of like $2.99, $3.99. We got to keep it consistent, Panini. Panini and Topps. Purple has been driving me nuts in Topps land. All right, last numbered card for box 11. It's going to be Franco Mastantuono. And then Holland Screamers. All right. I think Cristiano Ronaldo is like the only... Or Cristiano Ronaldo and Lamine Yamal. I think we got a Lamine Yamal silver of some sorts. Cristiano Ronaldo parallel is what we're waiting for. I think we can do it. And Mbappe, actually. All right. Speaking of Mbappe. All right. Someone pulled Mbappe 1-1 black Prizm. For, oh, the spot was like for 100 or something? Is that what you mean? That's big. Especially if he wins the World Cup, that card is going to be astronomical. All right, here we go, ladies and gents. Last box of case number 1. I think we are very, very close to filling case number 2, if not already filled. 20% off that case on the website. Check it out. Link in the description down below, or just type in breakfastcards.com. You'll see the 20% off at checkout. And then we're going to be running personals after that case. Last box magic. Let's see it. Do we need to lock in again on clean out of the second box? I'm guessing we're not filled. I'll make sure we fill. I just have to go and check all DMs and make sure that the spots are assigned to their rightful owners. All right. Let's see. Last box. Lautaro. Pandora. Yeah, silver. That's our auto. It is Cafu. Cafu for Brazil. What a design. Out of 30. Silver out of 30. Who would have thunk it? There we go. Going to the Cafu spot. And there's Endrick. Endrick Hyper Prizm. We'll do a recap at the end. And then we will prepare the second break spots because we didn't sell in advance. And there is the last case hit, National Pride. These look really sick actually. But they look too much like the other insert, which actually looks really sick as well. Mike Filet Mignon, the Eagle. For France Others. Our final case hit. 7 spots left. What happens to the base cards? Can I buy them? We usually have like a separate spot for base cards. Not for this break. We might do it for future breaks. We have done it in the past. But base does not ship. All right. If you have some of the bigger spots, don't worry guys. You'll be taken care of. Out of 61, Manuel Ugarte. Vozinha. It's ridiculous, his market. And we have Chris Wood. Christopher Woodland out of 94. Antonio Nusa. And we have Purple Hyper coming up. El Shinawi out of 299. Alright, I will check the spots here after we're done. 7 spots, I'm sure we'll find someone who will close it out. I will go in order of messages received. There's Jan Diomande, Hyper. Voltamata. Renato Vega. And looks like Aguila, which I think I spelled as Anguila, going back and looking at my my video. Spelled it as incorrectly spelled eel in Spanish. All right, last numbered card looks like Nico Schlotterbeck out of 299. And we're going to prep the second case, guys. We're going to do a recap here first for case number 1, group break 505. And then group break 506, case number 2. We are going to prepare here in a little bit, so we'll have a little intermission. Let's do a recap here. Look at that wall. That's gorgeous. All these hits. Thank you all for joining. All right. Recap time. What do we start with? Yeah, so logos are case hits, guys. Team logos. That's amazing. I'm so glad they did that because that's how it should have been. Last World Cup was just insane. how many team logos we got. All right, so highest numbered card out of 299. Purple Hyper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 at least. I think we got 17. Pandora, Orange Pandora out of 215. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And then we have, wow, we got more Maple Leaf than Old Glory. Makes no sense. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Out of 86, reminder. And then out of 94, we have 4 Old Glories. And Aguila, we have 3. And then might as well actually got 2 reds out of 50. Somehow the red is out of 50. 2 of these, John Stones and Elias Ashuri. And then we have out of 61 the Panini logo. We got quite a few of these actually. 1, 2. No, that's not. What is that doing here? Hold on. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. And then the non-numbered highlights. Valente Hyper, Diamande, Hendrick, Sonny Silver, Messi Silver, Schultz, Carl, Son, Siddiqui, Lamine Yamal, Sucic, and Diego Maradona. And then for some of the, what is this, case hits and numbered highlights, I guess we'll do cracked dice on its own. Why not? Cracked dice, we got 2 out of 23. And then for numbered highlights, we got Voltemata out of 86. Voltemata, Mora, and Musiala out of 299. And our case hit Rattlesnake with the hiss. That's the hiss we were looking for earlier. Nice hiss. That's where it's coming from. Thank you, Steve. Thank you, Wicked Tacos. And then Team Badge Ecuador, we have Mignon and Vancouver. Case hits and our other autos. Let's do silvers and then redemptions. Red, base, base, blue, base, silver. All right, so redemptions. We have 1 for Canada, and 1 for Netherlands, and then we have McCarthy base, Escas base, Tillman base, silver Leao, silver Cafu, silver Asprilla, and then a beautiful Platini red out of 99, out of 49, Shea Adams. Don't ask me why those are different. And then a blue Tevez out of 25. And our best cards of the break, ladies and gents. This was, what a break it was. Start with Maradona. Why not? All right, Diego Maradona, blue out of 40. 2 golds, Adiemi, Screamers, beautiful. And then Richard Rios, Manny Don't Look, out of 10. And then out of 5, the green Screamers, and Alter Ego, Erling Haaland, case hit. Godzilla Haaland there. And then manga, Fernando Torres, El Nino, and beautiful Diego Maradona, National Landmarks, and Color Blast Duels, look at that. Luka Modric and Perisic. And then the biggest one of the case, I think, debatable, depending who you ask, actually. Quad auto, because it's really, really rare. Out of 49, Harry Kane, Wayne Rooney, Alan Shearer, Gary Lineker. We will take it. Thank you all for joining the break. We are going to go prepare the second case, and then we'll be back in, like, I don't know, 15 minutes to break the second case. I'll have to get the second case from the other room. And yeah, we will be breaking that second case. We have personals after that as well, so feel free to put in a request for that. But we are almost there, guys. We gotta put this pile somewhere separate. So these are base, silver. All right, let's put this on the screen.
0 is fine. Let's do this. All numbered. Silvers, hybrids, Pandoras. Should be good. Alright guys, we'll be back in 10-15 minutes while I get this second case list ready. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. Another case. I'm so glad we were able to fill this during the stream. Of course, there's a long, long moment of silence there. Everything is ready to go. We got some personals lined up as well. We're going to do them after the group break. Alright, we got some Pitch Kings personals lined up. We also have, it's like K-League. Hey, I'm not going to complain if we see a 1-1 from those. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Alright, got two. Alright. Who was who was making fun of that one chant, "We believe that we will win" earlier? Someone in the Discord. It's like, "We believe that we will fill." That was a pretty smart move. Alright, so thank you all for the fill, for the very, very quick fills. We were not able to break this on release day, but here we are. Next day, bright and early. Well, we were bright and early, but anyway, time to see what's in the second case. I'm really actually curious to see if the color blasts are like one per case or not. For what we're used to seeing, they should be like 1 in every 10 cases. I mean, there's no way they brought down the rarity of color blasts again just for the World Cup. I really hope not. But anyway, here we are, ladies and gents. We had an issue with the Iran spot for whatever reason. So that one is going to no one, officially. All right. And then, again, we're going to do personals right after. But here is the second case of World Cup Prizm Hobby, Group Break 506. We will be dropping spots for Manny's case on Whatnot later today. He is going to go live tomorrow. Sorry, one second. I got some of this tape stuck on me. Won't go away. All right. And then we probably will drop another case on the website. Also probably later today. We'll see what happens with that. This is always an issue. I'm trying to knock the boxes out. All right, let's see. We still haven't seen a nuke. We've seen 101s. We've seen really nice golds and greens from our last few case breaks, but let's see a astronomically high valued card. Or an astronomically rare card in general. Alright, let's maybe move these over a little bit. Alright guys, we are ready to rock and roll. Ready to rock and roll. Let me just post this in the Discord so we get maybe more people. All right, here we go. First case, very fun. Second case, I'm assuming it's going to be even more fun. If any of you guys have been watching other case breaks elsewhere, let me know if there's been a color blast in every case. I mean, there shouldn't be. There really shouldn't be. Because they switched back. They started them off, for soccer at least, they started them off in 2019 as 1 in 10 cases, and then they moved them to like 1 per case, and I think for hobby at least for 2021, 22, and then they took back the rarity, which I'm glad they did. All right, let's get some of these in advance. All right, amazing stuff, guys. We peaked at, I think, 130 viewers earlier. We were pretty consistently at like 115, 120 for a very long time. We obviously lost a lot of people because of the very long intermission. I think that was longer than 15 minutes. We got to make sure all the numbers are right when we're running these breaks. It did take longer than expected. Mark says clocked back in. I think we're running out of space to put the packs. That's not good. All right, group break 506. First numbered card is going to be Mr. Harold Kane, 29. One of the best players of this generation. There's Cachace. We're going to call him that for now. There's Mbappe. Did we not get a single Mbappe base in the last case? There's no way. I don't remember seeing one, though. All right. First auto. Ivan Cordoba. Pretty sure this is Colombia Others. Basically, the top half of this card is the base design, and then the rest is the space for the auto. All right, Manuel Akanji. There's Messi. Messi base. Okay, we're getting trolled every single time. For the reveals, those inserts, super troll. And we have Mohamed Hani out of 299. VVD silver. And we have Brahim Diaz from Morocco out of 86. Screamers, Maxi Araujo. Pelé. Svensson out of 86. Maple Leaf. And another reminder, guys, we are going to be running personals after this, so feel free to grab any boxes or put in a request through the website. We already have some Pitch Kings queued up. We have some K-League. Got a lot of those. Ryan Cherokee out of 215. All right, so what is this? Pretty average box, I'd say, for the first one. Yeah, we got 2 purples, 2 maples, and a Pandora. And red auto. So got that out of our system. Let's see what's waiting for us in this case. Christopher Demand says, anyone have thoughts on price Nationals Landmarks Maradona? Think of auctioning it right away while none are on the market. Might not be a bad idea. Especially since he's, not an active player. Rest in peace. Depending on if you want to grade it or not, I mean, it really depends because PSA is super backed up right now. So your cheapest way can't be like bulk. It'll have to be regular, which could probably be justified, but if it's in really good condition, check it over. PSA 10 usually goes for a pretty decent amount higher than just raw, especially raw auction. All right, there's going to be a lot of packs all over the floor. Well, there's our auto, Cole Palmer. Unfortunately, it was left out of the World Cup. But it seems to be working for England. Some people might disagree with that. Give me a second, guys. I need to make sure there is enough space for these packs not to explode on me. No, that's too late. All right. Joe Bell. And Croatia. And these look so nice. Our first case hit. Croatia team logo. Hrvatska. Card stuck behind that one. Yeah. So fall. Pickford silver. Fermin Lopez out of 215. Tomata. And Aguila. Andres Andrade. What a name. Matt Freese. Cristiano Ronaldo insert. What in the world? Eli Begovic. We have Talvi out of 299. Arascaeta Pandora and a silver CR7 Scores Club. We got a Scores Club Messi last case. Now it's CR7, so maybe, I don't know. I don't know what that means. Let's see what that means here in a little bit. All right, Eze out of 299. Fermin Lopez.
Trezeguet, the Egyptian Trezeguet. I think, pretty sure based his name off of the French Trezeguet. Karioglu, Tunekti out of 50. And that is another, maybe not average box, because it's Cole Palmer auto, and then Croatia case hit. So it really depends how you look at it. Slightly better than average box, let's call it that. That was the first Ronaldo parallel. I think we saw a base earlier. Yeah, it may or may not have been an overshoot a little bit. I think depending on the results of the World Cup, a lot can happen, and it might surprise people even more. But they're the same price as the box's 2022 Prizm, which is very shocking actually right now, because that was the World Cup that Messi won, but they do have way more players in this one that the one in 2022 did not have. But yeah, still pretty big price difference. Should be maybe a bit more accessible, in my opinion. Sto Machino. The first Estevao parallel. I don't even remember seeing his base cards from the first case. Yeah, we can't. We started very hot in the first case, so we can't really go off the same rhythm there. Out of 86. I feel like every box in the last one had something stellar in it. There's Brahim Mbaye out of 94. It's a nice one. Senegal. Is that Iniesta? I knew I saw someone I recognized. Brahim Mbaye as well. Jules Koundé, 215. Promise David, one of the older rookies in the set. Cristiano Ronaldo, second silver we get. Kramaric out of 299. Rooney's in this? I didn't even know they put him in the checklist. I don't think he was selected for the World Cup team. I thought that guy's name was Muhammad Ali. I had to read it again. It's Muhammad Ali. That would have been pretty sick.
Photoshop some gloves on his hands. Christopher Ayer. All right, getting the average boxes out of the way, guys, so that we can have smooth sailing with some bangers. 75. There's Touré. We will need some more top loaders here in a sec. I'll have to go grab some. Thought there was a card stuck behind that. And what is this case? Cristiano Ronaldo parallels. All right, can we go up in the rarity for Cristiano Ronaldo? We got 2 silvers. We got a Pandora. See what he does in the rest of this World Cup. Jan Diomande. And that was box number 3. Again, we're flushing out all the average boxes out of our system so that we see nothing but bangers from now on. We have the Alter Ego, we have the Manga, National Landmarks, hopefully another Color Blast. All right, where did the top loaders go? And then I'll move some of these base cards out of the way too. Hey, what's going on, Santos? Hope you're doing well. We gotta hit a really nice CR7 for you. You gotta do it. Let's go from here. So first quarter of the case complete. We're into Q2 right now. According to World Cup checklist, base variation? Didn't even know there was a base variation. Wait, is that a thing? Maybe they're in a special format? I mean, it's a big win if they actually... Hold on, let me grab one of these boxes. I don't remember seeing base variation on this. Let's look at this together. Base variation. Yeah, I remember reading this whole thing before and I didn't even see base Screamers, Color Blast, National Landmarks, World Cup posters, team badges, penmanship, and usually autos are towards the bottom, National Heroes and Prizms. Yeah, I think there's going to be like a format they're coming out with that is going to have variations in it. Yeah, I saw the checklist on online just now. If it's not on the hobby boxes, it's either like a secret kind of thing, or they're going to put it in a very special like format, like a box. It might be with the preferred format, which could be Breaker's Delight. I don't know. We have Celestial Lattice, which at that point I'm like, isn't that Nebula? Yeah, I don't know if we can get variations from hobby boxes, so we'll have to see. They might even have stuck them in retail. I don't know. Is that a redemption? That is a redemption. Just move these a little bit over. Don't want to reveal the redemption just yet. Nuno Mendes out of 299. There's Mbappe's. Oh my goodness. Virgil van Dijk, National Landmarks. Congrats, Chris. If it sits, it hits. Look at that. That looks clean. There we go. Heating up, ladies and gents. Heating up. Congrats, Chris. Virgil van Dijk, National Landmarks. There we go. Came out of nowhere. Yeah, the only way we'll find out is when we actually have those boxes in hand, or we can see the side of those boxes at stores or online. I think a lot of retail stuff won't ship until, like the exclusive retail stuff won't ship until like July, which is next week, believe it or not. That's crazy. Shomurodov, 86, Maple Leaf. There's a Messi base. Holland, we have Kabi. Estevao silver again. What are the chances? And we have Nico Williams, so close to being Lamine Yamal. It's a good one to get either way. Out of 70, Nico Williams. Gallagher says VVD Landmarks missing a certain kind of shop and red lights. Maybe it is. All right, what is this silver? Johnny Placide and Danny Olmo, silver. Gilberto Mora, base. And we have Nico Sigur out of 215. Orange Pandora. Saido Malabase. This guy Eli Begovic. Good chase. Loki. If you want to see which rookies to chase, guys, if you haven't watched the review, the Hobby Box review on our main YouTube channel has all 4 tiers and some honorable mentions. It is a pretty big checklist, so Tier 1 is going to be your go-to guys, and then Tier 2 I would say is close enough to have on your radar, and then the other ones are getting into prospecty zone. Why is this color different? I think this was missing a something in the printer. Or maybe the Mexico ones have a special color? This is regular Aguila. This is this Aguila. Very, very strange. There's Valencia. All right, guys, we got a redemption coming up. We didn't get a snake skin or a rattlesnake in this box, so I don't think it's going to be Messi or Mbappe. National Heroes, Harry Kane. Look at that. Harry Kane, Prizm World Cup autograph. Not too shabby. Box number 5. The connections are very, very much so I want to say the biggest troll in this product. Yeah, sometimes they'll also not use all of their stickers because they have upcoming releases. So they will do a hybrid of stickers and autos in the same product. Like we got the quad auto from the first case with the Hurricane sticker on it, of course. All right, box number 5. What do we got? Pele Hyper. An image we haven't really seen before. May or may not have been in older releases. All right, guys, true gold. We're not being trolled. True gold, not trolled. Wow, that's amazing. I think they're all base cards, thankfully. Went flying off the screen almost there. Elliot Anderson out of 215. Yeah, they definitely should have numbered it lower. I will say that. Messi base. Whoa, we got a second one. Does that mean this is another case hit? It's going to replace one of the other case hits? Federación Fútbol Corso. Curaçao. There we go. First case we only got one. This one is the second one. If it's going to replace something, I hope it replaces National Pride, because I don't want it to replace manga. That would be very disappointing. All right, we haven't seen the... Actually, maybe we did. That was a redemption. Wasn't it? No, that was a box before, which means auto's still here somewhere. Hopefully. This is a very confusing format after all. Wilfred Singo out of 86 will reach Pulisic. Murillo 215. Mahrez silver. All right, where's our auto? 1, 2, 3, 4. It's here somewhere. The auto is chilling somewhere over here. Kanji, Maple Leaf, 86. I think our auto. Man, what a troll. I thought we had a green here. These inserts. Pretty ridiculous. Alright, auto's got to be here then, right? Maybe the auto is gold? Maybe. Maybe our auto was that gold. Morgan Rogers out of 40.
maybe we're missing an auto. Going in a museum where it belongs. Alright guys, let's see. Oh, triple auto gold. Triple auto. Who is that? Who is that going to be? It's definitely not our case hit auto, so that's nice. 3, 2, 1. Gio Reyna, Johnny Cardoso, and Malik Tillman. Bang, a gold. 3 out of 3. Make it make sense. Wow, would you look at that? USA. Reyna spot. That one will not have to be splayed. Going to the Stig. Congratulations. Oh my indeed. All right, that one's going center stage. Dang. That is beautiful. Gold Prizm 3 out of 3 triple. The number doesn't get better than that. If any of you guys want to submit requests for personals, feel free to do so on the website. We have some World Cup boxes available. We have the new Pitch Kings. We have Women's Chrome UCL. What else do we have? We have Liverpool Futera. We have Barcelona Futera. We have Mosaic 21-22 Michael Olise rookie Prizm. I think we have a green coming up, ladies and gents. And I see a rattlesnake. I see a rattlesnake hiding in the back. And I see another Aguila that ran out of ink. Ooh. Let's see if the theory is correct. Where is the case hit auto here? Let's prep this in case we catch it. It's not an auto, is it? No. It's just aces, I think. There's Vinny. Pedri. You gotta go slow because I don't want it to just reveal. Upamecano. At a 299. Where is this autograph? Alison Becker, silver. Riyad Mahrez. Oh man. Where is this auto? Oluwasi. Out of 70. Boy, oh boy. What are we buckling up for, guys? There's Samu. Formerly Samu Omorodion. Alright, this is driving me nuts. I gotta go slow because I don't want to reveal the case at auto. Oh, R9! We couldn't do it. We couldn't do the slow reveal. But R9, throwback 2012 Prizm auto. Beautiful. Absolutely love this design. I would love to see a full base set with this design, a throwback. They totally should do it. Maybe 2030 World Cup. That would be crazy if all the cards had this design. R9 Prizm autograph. This guy over here. Look at that. Was not prepared for it to be upside down. Erling Holland Silver. Let's see what this rattlesnake is going to be. We still have a green out of 5 too, guys. Green out of 5 from this box. Rattlesnake is E Kang In. For Jake the Snake. Very fitting. Jake the Rattlesnake. We got one for him. On the board. Nice. Very normal Jake reaction. Petar Sucic Silver. I really do think we ran out of ink for all these. It's crazy how they look completely different. I wonder how the market's going to interpret these. Maybe it is just Mexico, actually. Look at that. Yeah, all the Mexico ones are the ones that are lighter. I swear we got normal ones in the first case from Mexico. It says don't do that, do Curacao. I had to remove something. Oh, I was like, do we have another redemption there? All right, guys, get ready for this green. I don't think we're... Oh, man, were we getting trolled? No, we're not. There's another green there. All right. We did get a troll insert. We also got a green. According to some... Oh, it's a base, too. Nice. According to some people from Liverpool. That's Bosch. Mastori out of 23. I keep forgetting these are numbered. They made us get used to these being not numbered for such a long time. They had to bring it back. You got to keep it that way. All right. No, actually here. So maybe the host nations are lighter. You got to see a USA one. All right, guys, good luck. It looks like red team or orange team. Who's this? 3, 2, 1. We have Abde El Zazuli. It is red team. 3 out of 5. Morocco. I think that is the Quad North Africa spot. Where is it? Going to Anthony B. Right. Gotta make a little more room for this one as well. Let's do this actually. There we go. Look at that wall. We're not even done yet. We are actually only halfway done with the case. Second half, box number 7 here. So we got a green, gold, 2 to 3 case hits, it looks like.
Again, a reminder for the bigger player spots and some of the chase rookies, we will get you taken care of, guys. All right, box number 7. Yumu Seiko. Swear we got one of these in the first case. David Raum. Jedi Robinson. Well, there's the auto. Thomas Ravelli for Sweden. Didn't expect to see someone from Sweden with a name like that. Okay, so myth busted, because now Belgium is also the lighter color Aguila. So I don't know what happened there. Maybe certain teams get the lighter one, certain teams get the darker one. Kind of like what they did in 23, 24 EPL Prizm, I think. They had like 2 versions of the multicolor. And that's exactly what they did. They used the lighter and darker colors. Out of 61, Leroy Jenkins. Oh, I thought that was like a palindrome. Homam Ahmed. Estevo Silver. And we have Davinson Sanchez 215. Need a black 1 of 1 in this one. Is that, what is that? Oh, posters. Thought we got another landmarks, but we have what? Let's take a wild guess. What city is this? Can't recognize. I mean, the stadium would probably give it away, but Monterrey. That's probably why I'm not familiar with it. All right. There's our posters. City poster. Case hit. Barsham. Lamine Yamal. Yamin Lamal. There's Azuli once again, and Lamine Yamal once again. Gotta move this base out of the way here. Ugarte. Gilberto Mora. And that is it for box number 7. All right, let me just move some of this base out of the way. All right, box number 8.
Whoops. Here we go. That has got to be a flashback throwback auto. Set this one down over here. It's Balagoon. And we got Maple Leaf. Unai. 86. Morocco. Leonard Carl. Definitely should have had a bigger breakfast, ironically. All this pack opening as a workout, making me hungry. $2.15. Orange Pandora. Willie Semedo. Omega. And Gvardiol. A normal looking Aguila here. Ismael Diaz. Yaya Fofana. Lamine Yamal. And Victor Gyökeres. What happened here? Gravenberg. $2.99. Mask on, mask off. And so many sets came out in close succession. Merlin has only been out for like 2 weeks. 2 weeks or like a week. Feels like it's been way longer than that. There's Rafinha at a $2.15. And that is it for box number 8. We got 4 boxes left, final third of the case remaining. Let's see what this throwback auto is going to be. Is that Ribéry? It's got to be. Bonk! Ribéry. Out of 49. What a beautiful design. Less is more kind of design. Love to see it. What is that? Might have gotten a multicolor or something. I think we did. Alright, I think the auto may be in here. Oh, maybe not. Theory busted once again. Patrick Schick out of 86. Maple Leaf. Ugarte. Aguila for Germany, Serge Gnabry out of 70. Nori. Hyper. We got, what is that? There's definitely an auto. It's horizontal. Could be dual. It could be a dual auto. Man, these are popping out way more than I anticipated. Trinco. I thought it was another green. Nice purple on purple. Camilo Vargas. 299. Gilberto. Cristiano base. All right, multicolor Oh Hyung-gyu. It's the first time we see this one, and it is a red, yellow, blue multicolor out of 26. Going to Jake. And Sagir out of 299. Hyper purple. We have an orange insert here out of 25, I'm pretty sure. No idea what it's going to be, though. There's Tim Weah, unless we're being trolled. Oh, I think we're being trolled. Oh my god. I was like, I didn't know they had orange inserts. They did in the last World Cup. Antonio Silva, Pandora. Alright. Let's see what this autograph is going to be. I think we might see a duel. What's going on, Spinnaker? It's not actually out of 10 here. It's even crazier. Triple auto, 3 out of 3. It's like the best kind of triple auto you can get. It was hit by Stig, one of our Discord members. All right, this is going to be base auto. Pierre Litbarski, International Inc. Not one I expected to see at all. For Germany others. Another one that was sitting for quite a while. All right, what case hit have we not hit? So we got 2 logos. I'm guessing it replaced Global Reach or National Pride. So we got standard. All right, so we're missing manga. That's what I was trying to figure out in my head. We are missing a manga. We got this box and the last two boxes. Final quarter of the case. What's going on, Edwin? That is correct. Big old Verge. We are still waiting for 1 of 1. Obviously, those are 1 in 10 cases based on our math. But it's not impossible. We've done it before, we can do it again. Benjamin Tahirovic out of 215. Ordonez Silver. Is that Alex Freeman? That is Old Glory. Promise David. One of our very, very low-tiered prospect / rookies. For those chasing, there's Antonio Nusa. Where's our auto going to be in this one? Decky Rice out of 299. We have another Aguila, light colored Aguila. Going to Iran. 07 out of 70. Love it. There's Ben Doak, now Gannon Doak. And Angulo. Nunez Silver. Auto's got to be in this pile somewhere. And Singo here. Oops, I don't know what happened to the screen. All right, there we go. Back in business. All right, we got another International Ink, it looks like. Mazza, Cristiano Ronaldo Base Scores Club. Elliot Anderson, Pandora. We get one more numbered card in this pile. Kylian Mbappe. Van Dyke Silver. All right, time for the auto reveal. We only had 2 Old Glories in this case. All right, you guys ready? Keep forgetting the names at the top for these. Diego Godin for, I don't know if we split this guy out. It might be Uruguay Others. I think it is Uruguay Others. Going to Igor. It almost reminds me of a Futera design from like way back when. All right, can we sustain more base without these piles falling over? I think we can. All right. Last 2 boxes. We haven't seen a manga. Probably will. And if we don't have a Color Blast or Color Blast Dual, that would confirm that they kept the rarity for those at 1 in 10 cases. Sometimes they switch it up to 1 in 5 cases, but black oil ones are just as rare as Color Blasts in that case.
right, box number 11, ladies and gents. And we've only seen one green, one gold auto, and that's it. So we're overdue with ultra short print parallels here. Oscar Bob, 299. Jan Diomande. Vozinha base. That is not where these belong. Alright. Move this. That's good to go. There's Erling Haaland. Scores Club. He looks exhausted in this picture. To Nekti, 299. Edson Alvarez. Nico Schlotterbeck, 215. Orange Pandora. There's Mbaye, Akambu, and Akanji. Base Prizm Auto. Baena. There's Alter Ego. We forgot about Alter Ego. I think it's this way. Who is that? We have Edinson Cavani. For ABA. These look so clean in hand, guys. Cannot stress that enough. Especially on Prizm stock. This is kind of stuff you see from maybe like Donruss, I want to say. Donruss Aficionado. This one specifically reminds me of Aficionado because of all the brown tones here. There we go. Nice. Who are we going to replace? Let's take down Snakeskin. Or Rattlesnake. And we got Alter Ego. So is the manga going to be in the very, very last box? Might as well be. Pavel Schultz. Mohamed Toure, 299. Not Muhammad Ali. Jose Rodriguez. And our last number card of this box is going to be a purple hyper. Lucius Dietzen. What a name. Alright guys, last box. Our one of one better be in that box. Alright. We only got one base green. We didn't get a gold insert, we didn't get a green insert. First case was pretty roided, I will say, with the Color Glass Duel especially. Best card so far from this case is the R9. That is correct. And then I want to say that triple gold 3 out of 3 USA auto. Wow, from this box we have 4 purples and a Pandora. Nothing under 200. I would hate to have that box as a personal. Just to show you guys one more time. Crazy stuff. Alright guys, here we go. I'm assuming either a gold, green, or black is going to be in this box, and hopefully a manga. We did get 2 team badges, so it could replace the manga theoretically, but we don't want to see that. If there's one case that we all want to see, it is 100% the manga. All right. In the words of a famous Italian plumber, let's go. There's Azazzuli, 86. Baturina, Pandora, Vuskovic, silver. Kukchu out of 94. Davinson Sanchez, silver. Mora base, insert. Oh, we got a manga! I almost saw the player. Couldn't get enough of his face to recognize it, but there's Upamecano out of 50. We are getting manga. We need a super short print base parallel in this one too. All right, looks like we have another redemption. Almost revealed it. Let's wait here. We're going to reveal the manga at the very end, but all right, this is. These are all just regular base cards. Shouldn't be in this pile. One second, guys. All right. Here we go. Manga is here somewhere. I'm going to reveal the manga at the very end. Tomato. It's Cristiano Ronaldo covering the manga. Hopefully that's a good omen. Double silver. Where's our ultra short print? $2.15. All right. Need a green, black 1 of 1, or gold in this last pile. Ainawi out of 70. Doesn't look like we're gonna get one of those. Hopefully the redemption is a gold or black. Wow, first case was insane compared to this case. This is still a nice case, but the first one was like ridiculous. Soccer, International Ink should be base. Bernardo Silva. All right, there we go. Let's see what this manga is going to be. Good luck, everyone. Good luck, good luck, good luck. Is that Rafael? Vinny? Who usually does that hairstyle? 3, 2, 1. Rafinha! Bang, look at that. Can't say I've seen his manga before, actually. What a beauty, man. These mangas do not disappoint, especially like how they did the refraction in the background. It was really, really nice with the colors. There we go. Going to the Rafinha. Wow. And he didn't even want this one. He was talking about if he hits a nice Rafinha, he'll maybe give it to someone. I don't know. He got that spot for Bruno Guimaraes. And he ended up with a Rafinha. He did, in fact, manifest it in the Discord. All right, guys, let's do a recap. We're going to do personals here in a bit. And then we're probably going to drop another case maybe later tonight or tomorrow. We will drop a full case on Whatnot in a couple hours. Manny's going to be running that case tomorrow. So feel free to grab some spots from that one. But let's do this. Thank you all for joining the group break. Thanks for hanging out in the live stream. Time for a recap. We got way more base autos in this case compared to the last one. All right, numbered cards out of 299. Purple Hyper. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 at least out of 299. And out of 215, Orange Pandora. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 at least. Then what's after that? We have Old Glory out of 94. Got 3 of those. Maple Leaf out of 86. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then the Aguila, 2 different colors out of 70. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We got the Panini logos out of 61. Just 2. And some of the lower numbered ones, 2 reds, a blue, a multicolor, and a cracked ice. So these are out of, what is it, red out of 50, blue out of 40, Morgan Rogers, multicolor out of 26, and out of 23, cracked ice. For the non-numbered highlights, Vuskovic, Silver, Schultz, Holland, Stevo, Sucic, Holland, Pele, Hyper, Stevo, Diamande, CR7, Pandora, CR7 Silver, Stevo, CR7 also, Scores Club Silver, and then Kylian Mbappe, Pandora. And for the autos, non-wall autos, we have Bernardo Silva, Cole Palmer, Ravelli, Akanji, Godin, Litbarski, red, Ribéry, and then red, Cordova, and Ayer. For the best cards of the break, we have Kang In Lee, Rattlesnake for Jake the Rattlesnake himself. Poster, we have Curaçao, Alter Ego, Cavani, Mbaye out of 94, Croatia, VVD, beautiful, beautiful Rafinha manga. Great success. And El Zazuli out of 5, Harry Kane, National Heroes. We have R9 is our case hit auto. Love the throwback design. And a beautiful gold United States trio, 3 out of 3. Thank you all for joining the break. Yeah, Mark. No Manzambi. I mean, sometimes that can happen. There were some base, but even those, like I think I only saw a few. So there's probably another case out there who's probably going to have several Manzambis. That's the game of the averages, I suppose. All right, thank you all for joining. We're going to run personals right now. Feel free to put in any requests for any personals you might want ripped live right now. We do have a couple of requests in the queue at the moment. Let me just move these around. Got to relocate the base as well. We have Pitch Kings so far, and believe it or not, some more K-League Prizm. Brand new Pitch Kings just came out. First time for soccer ever. Dedicated Pitch Kings set. Let me just move these base cards out of the way. All right, here we go. Let's see. I'm gonna check the requests real quick. See who put in order for what. Oops. Oh, don't want to do that. All right. So far, I think that's the only two requests. We are going to start with Pitch Kings. Did we not even cut that? The plastic is so strong. Couldn't even cut it with a box cutter. What in the world? Hold on, this is ridiculous. Oh, there we go. All right, one box, 10 cards, one auto guaranteed. Here is the back. We will review this product after we review a few others, but that's that for those of you who want to see it. This is going to Angel. Even the box is like textured and stuff. Now I'll do this one. Yeah, I guess that's your answer, Angel. I should have just wrote on the boxes. I guess I didn't want to write on the Pitch Kings box. All right, so this is what it looks like. There we go. Ooh, look at that. That's nice. At least they got creative inside the box. Any surprises in here? Nope. No secret treasures. Amber goes all the way to Masterpiece. There's a 1 of 1, kind of like a Platinum. And then we have a bunch of variations. Rookies 1, 2, 3. Exactly like Court Kings basketball, basically. All right. Good luck. Angel. Let's see what we have in your box. Which way is this? This way. All right, starting us off. Base card. Rafa Mir. We have Anthony the GOAT. Then we have, what is this? Out of 10? It's got to be out of 10. Gold out of 10. Cesar Tarrega. I'm trying to find the numbering. Where is it on the back maybe? Hold on. I want to spoil these cards. Gold? I mean, gold has to be out of 10. There's no way. I mean, base artist proof? Is that what it is? This is so confusing. Do you guys see serial? Am I missing something? Maybe this is the artist proof. I don't know. All right, what do we have behind him? Oso. Sevilla. Gotta keep looking back at the parallels. What are we looking at? Amber? All right, there's no way these aren't numbered. Is that the auto? That is the auto. Okay, so this, there's a number. We found a number out of 75. Let's move the auto. Actually, let's look at the auto. We have Mikel Jauregizar, Athletic Club. Okay, this is gold, I think. This might just be artist proof. It's like gold, but it's not gold shine like this or whatever. There we go. John Martin, this has to be gold. Rookies level 2. It is not. I am so confused by this product. Lamine Yamal, first steps. Lamine Yamal insert. Out of 199, look at that. Lamine Yamal 199. Not too shabby. Let me get that. This kind of looks like the case hit. Forgot what it was called. Yeah, the numbering is extremely confusing. Rookies 1. M. Joseph or Mallorca. Macia, also rookies. And then Elegance. This kind of has like case hit vibes, but love the brushstrokes for sure. Unai Simon. All right, well, we're definitely gonna need a lot of several of these open to get the hang of what even these parallels are. Thank you, Angel, for picking this product up and for the preview. It's our first time ripping this. So this is gold foil, or maybe because it's a rookie's level 2, which is rare. The rarest rookie level is level 4. This one was not numbered, so it's got to be a base auto. Let's do a recap for you. This one, that was gold, that was confusing, that is not gold. Can't find the serial at all. And an amber out of 75. Assuming this is amber. Amber, violet, sapphire, gold, masterpiece. All right, well, let's do a recap here. We have Rafa Mir, Anthony, base, and then we have rookies, level 1. Also rookies, level 1. Trying to see if the foil is the same. It is. And then we have a rookie Oso, Tarrega, Jauregizar, John Martin, Unai Simon, and Lamine Yamal, first steps out of 199. All right, feel free to put in any requests as personals while we are live. We have more of these Pitch Kings boxes on our website. We have some other boxes as well. Thank you, Angel, for picking that one up. We're going to do MJK. chasing the Color Blast, 1 of 1, and Gold Powers. Alright, World Cup games about to start? Did we get any games started already? Alright, pack number 1. Oh, this is a high quality Prizm too. Minkyu Ju, silver. You got a red Prizm here. Iguang Yon. Where is this numbered out of? 99. Boo says 5 is the first game today. Thank you, thank you. Alright, we have Talesh. 119. Thanks again, Angel. Appreciate it. Blue, Yuri Jonathan out of 75. Highest numbered card out of these is out of 99. Marco Tucci. Bonucci. Oh, we got a gold power. This product is so SSP that you get like 2 gold vinyls, gold powers per case. And most of the time, I feel like every other case, you get a black 1 of 1 with it. And it guarantees 1 auto per box, but you can actually get 2 autos, which may happen to us in this one, based on what we've seen in the past. Ooh, thought that was a black 1 of 1. Regular widescreen insert. Good luck, MJK. Imagine if it's the Yang Min Hyuk auto. Oh, we got a downtown. Downtown says Xenia. Look at that. That looks clean. If only it'll focus on it. There we go. That's probably one of the best ones to get in this set, to be honest. Says Xenia. And we have a gold power. Gold power / gold vinyl coming up here. We have not seen the auto yet, so I'm guessing it could be the auto. All right. 1 second, guys. Blue, Chun Song-hoon, 75. And gold vinyl incoming. Good luck. Oh man, that looks like one of those flashback autos. That's gonna be nice. That is gonna be nice. Hopefully it's one of the best legends from K-League. 3, 2, 1. It is Pak Kun-ha. Look at that. What a banger. 3 out of 5. For Suwon Samsung Blue Wings. Gorgeous. Congrats, MJK. Downtown and gold vinyl legend auto in the same box. Crazy, crazy cheap short print product. Of course, not everyone's familiar with K-League, so that's why it's not as popular, but look at that. That is sick. Thanks for picking up another one of these, of course. Let us know if you only want the non-base shipped, otherwise all cards from personals ship by default. All right, wow. All right, guys, last call for personals. I don't think we have any other requests, but if you want to put in a request through our website, feel free to do so right now. I'll give it maybe 1 more minute. and then we're probably going to call it a stream. We will drop World Cup case spots on Whatnot. Manny is going to run it tomorrow, and then we'll probably do another case, maybe on the website. K-Soul says, send a message on Discord. Thank you for letting me know. All right, let me see here. All right, awesome. We do have a Prizm World Cup hobby box we're going to rip as a personal right now. Thanks for letting me know. Otherwise, probably would not have done it. Hope you're feeling better. Let's put these up over here for good measure. I'll move this pile over here. All right, first box. Let's get a case hit, at least. Any Ordonez rookies get pulled today? I think only maybe silver inserts or base. I think. Oh, we should have done this display style for you. Because we're not in a rush here. Let's pretend that we did. Alright, let's do that. Move these guys out of the way. Less glare, the better. Alright. Pack number 1. John Uzun. Rodriguez, silver, and Conceição. Also silver. It's pack number 1. Silver pack. Got a Pandora. Alan Shearer. Not too shabby. There's Malik Fofana. Tomata. Not an auto here. Oh, it is an auto. Wow, we got trolled. Mario Pasalic. Really gonna need the parallels and a case hit to come through here. Silver. Argentina connections, I think. There's Johan Vasquez, Julian Alvarez, and Almada. Red out of 50. Looks like Musab Al-Juwair. Out of 50 for Saudi Arabia. Christian Pulisic, Hyper. We've only got one numbered card so far. Should be in the remainder of the pack. Old Glory. We have Livano Comenencia out of 94. Get rid of a little fuzzball there. 3 numbered cards left. Another Old Glory. Simeone. Somewhat close to being messy. And silver Bobadilla. Let's see, case hit. Damian Downs, silver. All right, Kevin. 2 packs left. It is now or never. Wait, that's got to be orange. Scores Club out of 25. Oh, please be Gilberto Mora. That would be massive. That would be massive. Oh, Raul Jimenez. Look at that. 5 out of 25. Orange Prizm. Actually, I just realized I don't think Gilberto Mora would be in Scores Club insert. He's probably in the other one. New Era would make more sense. There we go. That's a nice one to get. Either way. Raul. The GOAT. All right, does that mean one more numbered card? I think so. I think so. Which is going to be Maple Leaf, Çalhanoğlu out of 86. So no case hits. I think case hits are like 1 in every other box, based on how many like regular case hits you get per case. Thank you, Kevin, for picking this box up. Let me know if you only want the non-base shipped. Otherwise, all cards from personals ship by default. Let's do a recap here for you. So unfortunately, we got a Mario Pasalic auto base, Damian Downs silver, Christian Pulisic hyper. Then out of 50, we have El Juwer, 94, Old Glory, Simeone, and Comenencia. And then Çalhanoğlu out of 86. 2 Pandoras. Shearer and Vasquez, and then the lowest numbered card of the box was a Raul Jimenez Scores Club out of 25. Looks really, really nice. Yeah, sorry, no Ecuador in this one. At this point, with 48 teams in the checklist, landing one team is going to be a challenge. So, last call for personals, guys. Feel free to put in requests on our website, PYPscards.com. Otherwise, we will see you in the next stream. Manny will be running a case live on Whatnot tomorrow. We'll be dropping the spots today, so stay tuned for that. You might want to join our Discord for the drops, our WhatsApp group, all the social media outlets. All right, I think that might be it, ladies and gents. So thank you all for joining. Have a great rest of your evening, morning, afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Take care, and as always, we'll see you in the next one.